Hey, what's going on everybody? Welcome back to the channel. So today we are going to talk about insurance and the cost of insurance for the Audi R8. What exactly I pay each month to insure my Audi R8. And you may be shocked. But before we do that, I am running very late. It's like 5:30 and the bank closes at 5:35, so I have to hurry. As always, I am in a rush. So I'm gonna take you with me and we're gonna talk about insurance and we're gonna head that way first, but we're gonna take the R8 and I need to find the keys. There they are. So let's get going. Okay, so we are gonna get going. And of course, the one time I really need to be speeding, I don't have my radar detector, so that's unfortunate. You know what? Let's take some chances. Well, shoot. We got to the bank and it is closed. I was wrong. I made it by 5:50, but they close at 5:30, so I was wrong on the time that they close. So, the errands were for nothing. Okay, well, we'll have to get this done next time, but we can carry on with the video. Guys, if the audio isn't great, trying to put my camera up on the dash to get it kind of to work was not the best, and I had my Road Pro on there and it was not working. Like, I didn't have enough space because the dash too short, however you explain that, so that wouldn't work. So hopefully the audio is good here. Okay, so we weren't able to get the bank done, but we are going to get the video done. Again, today's video we're going to talk about owning the R8 and one of the expenses that goes along with that. And a lot of people have questions about the insurance, because insurance can be crazy, especially if you're younger and you own a very high-priced vehicle. Insurance can be astronomical. Now, I will tell you, for me, it's not bad at all, but there are tons and tons of factors that go into buying insurance for an exotic. But to get straight to the point, I am going to pull up my insurance, and I just use a local insurance, and let's see here, they have an app, and I will tell you exactly here what I pay a month for, if it will load, for my insurance. And it doesn't want to load. I have internet. Alright, just one moment. Okay, and we are back. So, manage billing. So I have 2 policies. No, I have 3. I lied. I have 3. I have my wife's car, my Acura, and the Audi R8. The Audi R8 is $120.58 per month. That is not bad. That is actually very reasonable. Now remember, this car is about 80 grand. As you start getting up to $150,000, $200,000, Ferraris, Lamborghinis, the R8, you know, it is exotic. They are much more expensive, and especially to work on because the parts are so limited, just like a Lamborghini or Ferrari. But I think that also entails that it's an Audi instead of a Ferrari or Lamborghini. I did price out a Lamborghini insurance one time, and it actually wasn't that bad either. But again, there's a lot that goes into that. One of the biggest factors is your age. If you're over 25, which I am, that's a huge price reduction. At that point, if you're under 25, you're going to get hit with a huge factor of your age. Once you're 25 and over, you get that benefit. So when you turn 25, that's the one thing to look forward to. You know, everybody looks towards to 18, the 21. Well, you don't have much till 25, and then it's grown-up excitement because it's insurance. But nonetheless, 25 is the you know, good age to hit for insurance. Next thing is your record. This is a huge thing. Tickets, and especially wrecks that are your fault. These will all be on your record. Now you can have attorneys get them to non-moving violations, etc. We won't get too much into that because each state's different. You know, it's a whole thing that I can't really get into. I don't have all that much knowledge on. But I've never had a ticket, knock on wood. Shoot. Okay, that's gonna have to work. So, I've never had a ticket. I've been pulled over several times, but I've always been off with warnings. And on top of that, I've only had one claim on an accident. It was very minor. It was when I was like 18 or 19. That was the only claim I had on my insurance. Is very minimal. And actually, I think my insurance said after so many years, it actually goes off of my insurance, and it was past that point where they didn't even look at that. So my record is considered clean. I had a clean record. I also do multi-cars with them, so I get a little bit of a discount. But again, 120 bucks a month, or about $1,400 a year, is not bad. $1,500 a year. I was very happy to pay that. I didn't think that was bad at all, especially because I do not have just liability only. I have full coverage on something like this. Especially, you know, if you go and put a loan out on a vehicle like this, they're probably going to require you pull, you know, full coverage. They're not going to let you do liability only. So that makes a big difference. Some people get into these cars and they do liability only. Huge mistake unless maybe the very right circumstances, but I would say you want full coverage, and you want those coverage limits to be very high. I don't know exactly. I think my coverage limits are like 500, 1 million. They're pretty high, or 250, 500. I can't quite remember. And then I have a $500 deductible. I'm probably always going to meet that if I have any issues. Hope I don't have any issues, but if I do, I'm probably going to hit that $500 limit, especially on the car, because you like put the smallest little scratch and it's over $500. It's ridiculous. So if I was to run any issue, my deductible would be the least of my worries. I'd just have to go through insurance for everything. But that's why you have it. Don't forget, that is the whole point of having it. But again, insurance is very vital to owning one of these cars. And remember, they're meant to be driven. I put on there that I drive about 4,000 to 5,000 miles a year. I don't know what effect that plays if you were to say it's a daily driver. I do get to say this is my secondary car, my kind of weekend car. I do put a lot more miles on it than some people's weekend cars, but it is not my primary driver, my Acura is. So that may help a little bit, but I think age and definitely driving record are huge points. Now, if any of you guys know of any other tips or tricks, what to go with, I would certainly, you know, leave them in the comments below. Let me know. I know Geico does some really good cheap insurance. I don't know if I'd go any really low-end insurance companies. I know that, you know, the pricing may be better, but you got to be really careful. You want to make sure you have good insurance if you're going to buy a car like that. Remember, buying a car like this isn't just the price. You have taxes you got to pay on it. You have insurance. You have so many other components, you know, that go into the play of what it costs to own this vehicle. So, you know, if you're getting stretched just on the price, don't forget that everything else is a little bit more expensive. Now, 120 really isn't that bad, but again, it's a lot more than what people pay for, like, if you had a Ford. If I had a Ford Focus, it'd be like 30 bucks a month. So this is 4 times that. You know, it's all relative. Everything is relative when you own a car like this, but it's highly worth it. I would say, you know, if you're in the position to be looking or buying or saving up, you know, make sure you look out for insurance. You kind of farm that out and figure out what is the best for you, but don't forget to consider it. But have fun, go out and get what you want and drive it. Don't be afraid to drive it. I love driving this car. Again, today got to get it out, take it to the bank, fail on getting my checks deposited, but nonetheless, you know, we got to drive it. It was fun. That's the best part, is it didn't even matter that, you know, my bank was closed. I still got to drive the car and enjoy it, and that peace of mind knowing that the car is covered regardless, you know, as long as it's an accident. If the engine blew, then that's a whole another issue that I don't even want to consider. So, but nonetheless, again, insurance is a very important part. So, as I said, any questions, comments, concerns, drop them below. Let me know what you guys think. You know, if you guys have insurance, if any of you guys have some exotics that are watching this video and have insurance, let people know. Share that information. People love to know that information. But I hope this, you know, was helpful for you. Let you guys know exactly what I pay a year for my insurance. But as always, thank you so much for joining. If you found this helpful, hit that like button, subscribe if you're not already part of the family, and you all take care. I'll see you next time.